Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're taking the new 6 plus V2 Shanks into some PvP, into some Pirate Rumble, with an anti-PSY int team to take down stuff like Gear 5, 6 plus, Wano Law, Yamato, Odin, Momo, Shanks Anniversary, and all of those other nasty free spirit side characters that have been running around and causing a muck in PvP as of late. With the release of Shanks V2 6 Plus comes a whole new age of nerfing PSY, and we have a full anti-PSY team for you guys with the likes of Konus, Rogue, Apu, Katakuri, and Shanks to take down the PSY meta. Now, as you guys saw there, Shanks popping off very early is great to see, especially when you are running against a mono PSY team, because he has a 30% HP cut, he does a lot of damage, and he can nerf PSY super drastically. Plus, if you have your damage dealers of your Rogue and Apu going after that, the damage output is much, much higher. You have Konus to do some crazy-ass special binding. You're reducing the cooldowns by level, like, 14, I believe, which is something absolutely ridiculous with this particular team, and it just sends PSY into a absolute realm of disarray. Now, this is still not the be-all or end-all. PSY is still incredibly strong, and it still relies on a lot of RNG with stuff like Odin and Yamato. That's Gear 5 going absolutely crazy by going through defense. But as you guys saw there, we can actually tank it because we're doing a lot of nerfing to their attack. We're doing a lot of nerfing to their special CD, which means we're getting our special stuff a lot faster than them. Plus, we actually have some nicer stats in terms of the damage reduction and whatnot as well. But like I said, PSY is still very good. But what does Shanks do in Rumble? His ability at level 5 gives level 7 crit up to int characters. And then for 5 times, when he lands a crit, he gives level 4 attack up. So he can give a total of level 20 attack buff to your int characters. However, this is a bit annoying because he's the one that has to hit the crits, and he doesn't go around all that much often in terms of attacking, so you have to get your speed up really, really high. Plus, he still has to actually hit the crit, right? So he's got to get that critical hit so that way you can get that level 4 attack buff, and it does cap out at 20, which is still very, very good. It's just not super insane. The passive itself, it's not super crazy when we're talking just for in characters. However, if you are looking at it against PSY, he has the ability to nerf their attack and their speed by level 5. Now, hopefully we can actually get the kill here. This is what makes Gear 5 just so ridiculous. Like, the guy just doesn't die. He's still got half his HP. Like, bro, can you please just die? Like, I honestly don't think we're going to kill him here. That's ridiculous if we don't kill him here. Oh my god. That's Gear 5, man. He just goes crazy. This is what I mean. PSY can be so disgusting with its RNG of not dying when it comes to the amount of revives and half stats and all that shenaniganry. But with this ability to nerf PSY so much, with the level 5 attack down, the level speed down, on top of what everyone else is doing for the team, when you are coming up against mono PSY, this can be very beneficial. Now, this extra buff only comes in at level limit break 5, so as a level limit break 1 character, or it's not level limit break 5, sorry, it's level limit break 3, I believe. Might be level 2, actually, for his passive. Might be level 4, but the PvP kicks in at 2 and 4, so it should be around then. But if you do have in level in break 1, you're only going to get the crit buff and the attack buff to int characters without having that side debuffing. But when you are versing PSY characters, this particular Shanks is going to find his way onto the team because he does an exceptional job at reducing their attack and their speed. Plus, he has a very, very good special where he does a 30% HP cut. He gives level, what does he do? Level something crit up for int characters, level 6 crit up to int characters, and then he reduces guard by level 7, which is actually kind of nuts. On top of that, he'll then throw out 2.4 times his attack to PSY enemies, and as you guys can see there, after Konus and stuff goes, you can do some really, really crazy stuff. Now, unfortunately, Wano Law, he's still a prominent force on the PSY team, and he does very, very good things when it comes to taking down driven and powerhouse characters. And stuff like Apu, Katakuri, and your Rogue, they are of these types, of these classes, sorry. So they do get nerfed quite a bit when it comes to going up against Wano Law. However, Shanks doesn't. And the fact that Shanks doesn't get this nerf means that stereotypically, he's going to go off first. And if you can, you will actually take out Wano Law before actually getting around to that particular point where all of the CD reduction is at a point where they are going to be drastically getting their specials back after the first wave. However, if you guys don't take out all of the main units in that first wave, it can be a little bit shaky. And the problem is that Gear 5 6 Plus has a goddamn revive, which means you're probably going to see him at the back end of literally every single fight. The upside to with the amount of nerfing you have for PSY is stereotypically, you won't actually see another one of their specials until very, very late on in the fight. You should have a lot of your units ready to go, and hopefully with your Rogue and Apu and all that damage dealing from the bench of Broly and Dory, you should be able to get the win at the back end of the fight. However, like I said, that revive, as you can see right there from Gear 5, only just went off, and we're in the last 20 seconds of the match. So PSY, with all this nerfing, can still be absolutely brazy. Even still, with all of this PSY nerfing, it still needs a lot of help. But this is a really good step in the right direction. And, like, not just Int versus PSY. Int in general just needs a lot of help. But I really like the direction they're going with this particular Shanks. Taking down and debuffing more PSY units. Doing a lot of damage to PSY. Because Int and PSY have always had this little battle of, like, one versus the other. And Int takes down PSY now. And PSY takes down Int. But at the moment, like, it's just chalk and cheese. Int is just so far behind PSY that it's not even funny, and PSY is by far one of the best teams in the game, so it does have a lot to match up to. But like I said, this Shanks is a great step in the right direction. We just have a lot of units that are outdated, like Katakuri's coming up on a 6+, I would say, sometime soon. Blackbeard got one, Sabo got one, so him and the Luffy have to be right around the corner, right? And once he gets a 6+, who knows what this team could actually look like. Your Rogue's probably up for replacing as well. He's fairly old. Apu holds his own, and Konus is very, very good with her level limit break. But with the addition of Shanks, PSY is now in a position where you can actually go up against it a little bit more comfortably, being a mono PSY team. With this particular setup. Now, there are some other options. You could use stuff like Moria. You can bring Broly into the front line. I know it's not Broly, I know it's Brogy, but I like to call him Broly. You could bring him into the front line to nerf stuff like Strikers if you're going up against Kuzan and stuff like that. But there are some PSY units that you do have to be very careful of, and some other teams that might just bink you when it comes to RNG. Stuff like Kid Lord, being the dual unit, is going to buff Driven and Free Spirit. They could pop up. And even stuff like Roger Whitebeard you have to be careful of, because whilst they're not a PSY unit themselves, they can still buff the PSY team and just go crazy with that ability to just literally kill two units. But let me know your thoughts and opinions of the 6+ of Shanks in PvP down below. While you're down there, don't forget to belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Overall, I'm a big fan of what they're doing. Is it perfect? Definitely not. I still think we've got a long way to go when it comes to Int taking down PSY. But like I said, it is nice to see us doing some stuff like this, as well as seeing my boy Shanks rock it in PvP as he normally does. But like I said, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.